Hello and welcome back to Game Time Decision. My name is Nicholas Earl. I'm joined here by my brother Tim, and today, we got a decent sized NHL slate, a smaller NBA slate, but yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to go in butt with, but yeah, but before we get into um the injury reports and everything like that, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to Picks and Parlays if you haven't already. Turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time Picks and Parlays goes live. And then, yeah, all that. But we'll get right into it here. We'll not waste any time. Tim, NBA injury report. You got a massive 3-game slate to look at. I'll let you take the stage.
Yeah, a small slate today. We'll start off in that Phoenix and Dallas game. DeAndre Ayton will be out tonight, ruled out with an ankle injury. Other than that, everybody else in this game is pretty much good to go. It should be a good one. This is the only game that I have a play on. I'm on Phoenix minus the 2.5. Mavericks are on a second leg of a back-to-back after a big win versus the Toronto Raptors last night by 4 points. So I'm on Phoenix. That's currently my only play in the NBA tonight. But for the other two games, we'll go to Pelicans and Knicks. Still no Derrick Rose for the Knicks. Devontae Graham is questionable for today's game. Still no Cam Reddish. Still no Nerlens Noel on that Knicks side. I do not feel confident laying points with the Knicks, and I don't think the Pelicans have the ability to cover right now. So this is another game that I left off my card. There's not really much good stuff in this one, and didn't really have a good read on the total at all. And then this last game is kind of a mess between the Pacers and the Warriors. No Sabonis. He will be out with an ankle injury. Karis LeVert, questionable with calf soreness. Malcolm Brogdon, Achilles injury, still remains questionable. And then Draymond remains out. Turner remains out. Porter remains out. Lots of players out in this game. Second leg of a back-to-back for the Pacers. It would be a lean towards the Warriors, but I don't lay more than 10 points on a game. Therefore, I'm going to be laying off this one. Maybe a slight lean towards the under in this game. I don't think the Pacers put up that many points, but ultimately nothing in this one. The only play I got for tonight's NBA slate is the Phoenix Suns. So that is the complete NBA injury report. Quick one for you, Nick, and let's you got a decent sized NHL slate for today.
Yeah, we're gonna have plenty of nice sized hockey slates. Yesterday was the smallest slate we'll have until I believe at least February 3rd, which would have been the start of the Olympic break. I think the smallest slate we'll have from now is there's one 4-game slate and there's a couple 5-game slates. Other than that, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-game slates, all this. Beautiful. When it comes to the NHL, I'm excited for it. But yeah, I will kick you out. And it's my turn now. We get the NHL injury report and goalie updates and all that fun jazz. Kicking it on off here, Boston Bruins are hosting the Washington Capitals in this game. Linus Ullmark confirmed in net for Boston. Vitek Vanacek for Washington. For Washington here, it's still no TJ Oshie, which they finally won their first game. I think they were 0-7 in their last 7 games without TJ Oshie. They finally got the win against Winnipeg the other night in overtime, which Washington, I think, has won all 3 overtime games this year so far. So they got the job done last night, 2 nights ago. But no Oshie. And they're also going to be without their top two defensemen, Dmitry Orlov and John Carlson, for this matchup as well. Boston, on the other side, will be without Frederick, Foligno, and Riley. And here's the plain and simple situation with this game. If you like Boston, you missed your line. You're probably going to have to go with them in regulation at this point, which Boston in reg would be around a minus 110 because they're now 180 on the money line. I got it at 133 yesterday morning, and this line has done nothing but move since. So for me, I'm on Boston. I lean towards the over in this game as well. But I wouldn't be betting anything on this game now. All right, next matchup here, Braden Holtby, or Dallas Stars and Buffalo Sabres. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit there. Braden Holtby confirmed in net for the Dallas Stars. Buffalo Sabres, Aaron Dell for Vezina is your starting goaltender. I'm just kidding. It's Karel Vishmelka for Vezina. But for this one here, Dallas is going to be without Jason Robertson, which is a huge loss. They're also without Radulov in their lineup as well. They finally got Gurianov back, but Rupe Hintz and Tyler Seguin have struggled without Robertson on their line. So definitely a Dallas team that's struggling coming into this one. We all know how they are on the road. This is not a good Dallas team on the road. On the other side, Buffalo will be without some players. No Vinny Hinostroza, no Kyle Okposo, which has been better than we expected so far this season. No Colin Miller, still no Casey Middlestat, no Jacob Bryson. So this is a team that, of course, and then, of course, all of their goalie issues. Aaron Dell, though, has not been as bad as we expected him, which is kind of sad to say because he's 1-6 with a 3.75 goals allowed average and an .892 save percentage. But I took a shot in this game. I'm on the Buffalo Sabres money line in this one. This is more of a fate of the Dallas Stars on the road than it is a play on the Buffalo Sabres. So don't get it twisted, Tim. This is more of a fate of the Stars than it is a play on the Sabres. Next matchup here, Columbus Blue Jackets, Philadelphia Flyers. Elvis Merzlikins in net for the Blue Jackets. Carter Hart for the Flyers. For the Columbus side, no Sillinger still, and no Adam Boquist. On the other side, they're still without Kevin Hayes, Derek Brassard, Sean Couturier, Ryan Ellis, Nate Thompson, all the normal names. Struggling Philadelphia team, but I'm going to back them tonight. I like Carter Hart at home a little bit better than him on the road. And this is another team. Columbus is a team I look to fade on the road. I expect some positive scoring regression here from the Philadelphia Flyers. And I like the Flyers to get the job done here. I also lean towards the under in this game. Next one here, big underdog. The Ottawa Senators are at the Pittsburgh Penguins here. Tristan Jarry confirmed in net for the Penguins. And on the other side, Antoine Forsberg for the Sens. The Sens will still be without Colin White, Nikita Zaitsev, and Connor Brown, which does hurt a little bit. On the other side, no Dan O'Connor and Jason Zucker for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Pittsburgh coming back after a successful long West Coast road trip. Give me the big underdog in this game. Give me the Ottawa Senators on the money line around plus 260, plus 265. I think they're a live underdog. If you don't like that, I took them plus 1.5 at plus 105 as well. And I like the over in this game. I expect goals. Moving on. This one was an interesting one here. I don't have much of a read on this game. Winnipeg Jets at the Nashville Predators. UC Saros and Connor Hellebuck, the projected goalies for this game. Not confirmed yet, but I'm assuming they will be. A couple injuries here on the side of Winnipeg. Still no Blake Wheeler and no Brendan Dillon, but a big one from that they just lost last game, and he's expected back on Tuesday next week. No Nikolai Ehlers, which is a big loss here for this Winnipeg team offensively. On the other side, no Dante Fabro and no Matthias Ekholm for Nashville. This is a pass for me. I didn't really like this game. Moving on, Florida at the Edmonton Oilers for this one here. Sergei Bobrovsky and Mikko Koskinen are your starting goaltenders for this one. No Patrick Hornquist in this matchup, along with Noel Acciari and Nudi Vara. None of those guys for Florida. And then on the other side, Zach Hyman is questionable tonight, undisclosed injury. He may not be available tonight against the Panthers. Also, no Stuart Skinner or Mike Smith available, so that's why they had to go with Mikko Koskinen. And no Kyle Turris, and still no Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. So this is a Edmonton Oilers team struggling with depth, losing depth. So plain and simple here for me. I like the under in this game, surprisingly. Under 7. This is a 7 now. This is the largest total we've seen all year. Under 7 for me in this game. Team total under 3.5 for the Oilers as well. Next matchup here, Colorado Avalanche, LA Kings. The Kings with Jonathan Quick in net for this game. It'll be Darcy Kemper in net for the Colorado Avalanche. On the Avalanche side, no Bowen Byram, no Vladimir Nichushkin. On the other side, still no Athanasiou or Edler. And Kempe is still not available. He might be available for tonight's game. He is a question mark. It's a COVID protocol. Expected potentially back today. That would be a huge boost to these LA Kings if they can get Andre Kempe back. Adrian Kempe, my bad. I like the Kings in this matchup here. Colorado in the second half of a back-to-back after a hard-fought win against the Anaheim Ducks last night. So I like the Kings to get it done at home against these Avalanche. I like a lot of underdogs tonight. I've noticed that. Usually these slates can have a lot of underdogs for us to catch on. Maybe in this game, Montreal Canadiens are at the Vegas Golden Knights. The Golden Knights are around minus 300, minus 310 favorites in this game. Samuel Montembeault in net for the Montreal Canadiens. Robin Lehner projected in net, not confirmed for the Vegas Golden Knights. No Paul Byron for these Montreal Canadiens. He's expected back on the 22nd, so he's expected back soon. No Joel Armia still, no Cole Caulfield. Caulfield will be back hopefully on the 24th. He's placed in COVID protocol. No Brennan Gallagher still. He'll be hopefully back on the 24th, they say. But the Montreal Canadiens did get a couple of big offensive pieces back. Josh Anderson will be available, as well as Tyler Toffoli, two of their bigger offensive weapons. And I think that's going to lead to them potentially playing a little spoiler here, a little end of the night parlay buster. I said this with the Arizona Coyotes a week ago when they played Toronto. I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of the slate we look at a lot of people's parlays are ruined when they have Vegas Golden Knights money line on it. So I'm not seeing a complete upset in this one. I like Montreal team total over 1.5 and the plus 1.5, and I did bet the money line as well. And then into our final game here, San Jose Sharks are at the Seattle Kraken in this one here. Aiden Hill, Philip Grubauer, the projected goalies for this game. Bolsers and LeBlanc out for the San Jose Sharks. For the Seattle Kraken, it'll be Alexiak, Morgan Geekie, and Jaden Schwartz. And, of course, Brandon Tanev out for the rest of the season for the Seattle Kraken. I like over in this game. I expect some positive scoring regression from both these teams. Both these teams have been trending under as of late, but their expected goal totals have been trending over. So that's where I'll be looking in that matchup. But that is our NHL goalie update and injury list. Now let's go take a look at the chat, say hi, and then we'll head on out. Sim?
Sounds good. Let's go to the top. Texas Kill got you. Welcome. You hit the like button. Sounds good. Pelicans versus Knicks. Last 10 games head-to-head, average 224, and last 3 average 232. Good luck. I did not bet that game. Do you have a 3-team parlay in hockey? I put this. Do you agree?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Sounds good. SMU plus 6.5. Didn't touch that game. No, we have the under. Indiana plus 3.5. We did not touch that game, I believe. Rice money line and Chattanooga money line and USC money line. I don't think we bet against any of those. So good luck tonight. Thanks, no problem. Randall over 4.5 assists. Why not? He's been kind of the center folk of that Knicks offense, so I don't mind that at all. Has the hockey overs calmed down yet?
A little bit, just a little bit.
I mean, every game's not going over, so yeah, just a little bit. But before we head on out for today, I always like to shout this out. Gonna copy it and do that. Save, add banner. Not prepared, but bam. There you go. EarlSportsBets.com/promo. You can get me a Knicks week pass for 7 days. That is $49. Use the code YEAR, YEAR at checkout. It's $40, and we normally give out anywhere from 200 to 250 plays a week. Just in college basketball, we have, I think, almost 30 of them up today in general, or 25 up today in general. So lots of content coming out. We were profitable 4 days in a row. Yesterday was a 15 and 17 day, so just barely under. Another profitable college basketball day yesterday was 13 and 10, but overall was 15 and 17. We're going to get right back on the winning ways today, hopefully. And if you use that code, link in the script, or it might be in the description below. Check out our EarlSportsBets.com. You can also check out all the other cappers on the site over there if you guys are interested. All the picks and parlays people are over on EarlSportsBets.com as well. So go ahead and check out the website. Good, Nick?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Do it. Finish it out.
Yeah, that's going to just about do it for this show. We want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified whenever Picks and Parlays goes live with any content. But that is going to just about do it for this one. One last question.
If anything, lean towards the Warriors under, but I didn't bet any totals today.
And then what's up, guys? Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Sanchez. But that's going to just about do it for this one. We want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Good luck tonight. As always, unless you're against us.